Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Bonkekook here, aka your Lonely Achievement Guide, continuing our 1000G Achievement Guide / walkthrough for Lawn Mowing Simulator. We have moved on to Professional Challenge number 3. We have to use one of those Stega Tornado 6108 HWs, and we only have 18 minutes to cut the lawn. We have a decent amount of room for fine, so we're just going to jump in here and see if we can't get this challenge done. It should be fairly quick. Excuse me. And we need to be between 4 and 5, so we'll engage that. And then we're just going to see how well we can... cut up against these corners here. Want to try to cut with the left side if you can. And as we discovered with the... and we're also going to make the turn here and focus on this section first. But as we discovered in the last challenge that we used this type of mower, the cutting seems to occur like in the middle of the mower or the back, so the front isn't a good indicator. So it's one of the only mowers that first person view isn't as good. But just like all the other challenges, in the bottom left-hand corner now, there are penalties and fines, a bar representing that. If that goes down to 0, we immediately fail the mission. And on the engine condition, there is another red bar there. If our engine condition falls below or into the red bar, then we automatically fail the mission. So we're getting to the point where we have to be very careful about overloading our mower. The very important thing when it comes to avoiding overloading the mower is to stop right away when it overloads. You cannot keep driving when it overloads. If you do, that damages the mower. If you can stop right away, you can minimize the damage done to the engine. We're going to cut over through the lawn here, and we're going to work on this flower bed. Or we're going to destroy the flowers. Either way. I didn't say how we were working on it. Excuse me. We're going to just drive back up this way. And again, trying to always make sure that you are driving over grass, so you are always cutting. We're getting, again, to the point in the challenges where you don't have a lot of extra time, so you need to maximize your efforts and make sure that you are always cutting some grass when you're moving around. And that's why we're starting with the area of grass farthest away from the ramp, and we'll be working our way backwards. I apologize. I have to clear my throat a lot right now. Hopefully that will go away. Okay, everything there is cleared, so we're going to head back up to here. And just like we were doing before, I drive down on the left side here. Continue our way across the lawn. This is one of those lawns I wish there was like a brightness meter for. We get up to here and we're going to take a left, and once again we'll focus on this middle section. One of the balances you have to keep in mind is how fast you can go without overloading your engine, and being able to keep an eye on where you are driving and keeping an eye on the engine overloading at the same time. Those are that's something very important to watch out for. It's not easy. They start becoming quite difficult on our way through the professional challenges. There's no shame in having to take 2 or 3 attempts to get some of these done, if not more. I will warn you that if you are having trouble with some of these professional challenges, the expert ones are probably going to be a bit rough for you. Obviously, I can give you tips and pointers when we get to those challenges, but a couple of them require you to be nearly perfect, so... We're going to jump to the left and work on this flower bed. It doesn't really matter if we run over a flower. We have plenty of forgiveness for fines at this point. We do have to be careful about our engine. So we're going to cut across here and divide this up. Focus on this section back here. We're going to cut around this flower bed and tree if we can. See, that was quite weird. All of a sudden we just took off. And I had no real control over that. That was not me accelerating that quickly. Again, not a bad thing if it goes over. You just have to stop almost immediately. Do not run the engine if you are getting into the red when engine overload. letting it get there is fine, but running it when it gets there is what's really going to build up your damage. Despite all of the pauses, we are making decent time. We're 75% of the way through, and we're only like 60% of the way through time-wise, so don't get discouraged by having to stop and start over and over again. That happens, and the game expects it to happen. We got everything. Okay, we're almost there. We don't have a whole lot going on down on this end, so. But once again, we got to be careful about overloading the engine. Did I leave clippings? I wasn't even cutting anything there. And we're all done, ladies and gents. Just run over to the ramp whenever it tells you you're completed. And we have completed another one of the professional challenges. Challenge 3 completed. If you have any questions or comments for me, as always, let me know down below. But if not, I will see you when we tackle professional challenge number 4.